to this episode of Libby's Low Carb Lounge, and today we're talking about Walden Farms sauces, syrups, and salad dressings. Okay, then, how does Walden Farms actually do it and make these wonderful sauces and salad dressings and syrups zero fat, 0 calories, and 0 carbs? Are they just pure chemicals? Well, let's take a look for ourselves. Chocolate syrup is one of the many Walden Farm products that I've tried, and I use it pretty regularly. And if you look on the nutrition label, the only thing really that is a chemical is sodium benzoate, which is used as a preservative. Otherwise, anything you buy in a container wouldn't last more than a week. So it is not certainly the most harmful of chemicals that one could have in any kind of a processed food. Chipotle Mayo I've also tried. You can see the ingredients there. Nothing scary. Again, sodium benzoate is used as a preservative. This barbecue sauce, they make several, but this thick and spicy as well as their honey barbecue sauce are awesome. They really taste just like a really high carb barbecue sauce. And as you see in the ingredients listed, sodium benzoate is the only thing that is listed that is a chemical. Honey Dijon salad dressing is one of my favorites that they make. And you can see, again, sodium benzoate is the only chemical. It also not only comes in a bottle, but it comes in little packets that you can take with you. If you go out to a restaurant, you can use your own very safe salad dressing. Now, caramel syrup, it is impossible to duplicate, excuse me, to duplicate caramel flavoring without sugar in most cases because caramel is simply caramelized sugar turned into a sauce. This particular product, this caramel syrup, really tastes very similar to caramel sauce. Is it exactly like it? Of course not, because it doesn't have sugar in it. But it does taste like it and tricks your mind into thinking that is caramel syrup, and I use it quite regularly. And again, the only chemical, instead of sodium benzoate, they use potassium sorbate to keep the freshness as well as lactic acid. Again, it's totally benign and one of their better products. The raspberry vinaigrette, if you're wanting some type of a fruit-flavored salad dressing, they usually have tons of carbs in them. So this one is quite tasty. It's a good alternative. Again, sodium benzoate is the only chemical in it that's of concern, and tiny amounts just to preserve it, to keep it from going bad within a week. Now, remember, condiments, salad dressings, sauces on any food that you consume has carbs, and it adds carbs to your total. Many people have trouble losing weight because they don't figure in the condiments, which are a big part of what your daily carb intake is. So unless you have the ability to make your own condiments and sauces and syrups, which a lot of people can, but it takes time, then you might want to consider using Walden Farms products. You want to save your carbs really for something worth it. For example, low-carb peanut butter cookies. I would rather have a cookie than I would rather have condiments that have high sugar in them that would figure into my total carb count for the day. So think carefully about the condiments that you use, and you don't have to do all that much thinking if you have a variety of Walden Farms products in your home to replace those. Now, do they taste exactly like the original flavor that you're substituting? Of course not. But they are similar enough that they get the job done. The consistency is usually similar. I find that on some of them I have to add some of my own sweeteners, which would be either stevia, Truvia, which is a stevia and erythritol blend, or erythritol are the safest low-carb and most natural low-carb alternatives for sweeteners. Or you might have to add savory spices, if it's a savory sauce, to make it taste the way that you would want it to taste. Now, where can you find Walden Farm products? Firstly, I would look locally to see if your local grocery chain or supermarket, or more supermarkets that have more alternative and organic products, would be the more likely bet to find Walden Farm products. In terms of large chains, I have found them at Fred Meyer chain of grocery stores, which is on the West Coast, in the Northwest especially. I've found them at Nob Hill Grocers, and there are others, but you just have to look. I have never seen them at Trader Joe's or Whole Foods, so I don't think they're ever going to have them. So just look around. In terms of where you can find them online, you can see the link there to our online store. You can try Netrition's online store or Walden Farms website itself. I would shop for the best price and shipping rates, and again, check your local grocers. So, lessons learned today. Number one, save your calories, carbs, and fat for something good, like a real food product, and not sauces, condiments, and syrups, or salad dressings for that matter. Save your carbs for something really good. Number two, commercial condiments, sauces, and salad dressings are usually not worth the extra carbs. There may be some that are, but you have to weigh that out for yourself. But be sure and count them in your daily carb totals. Number three, unless you make your own fantastic low-carb sauces, syrups, salad dressings, and other condiments, or other complements to your meals, you might want to give Walden Farms a try. They're a good product. Number four, you may need to add some no-carb or low-carb spices or low-carb sweeteners to add flavor to your liking to the sauces, because they are not going to taste remotely like high sugar, high fructose, or corn syrup laden products. They just don't taste like that. So you may have to doctor them up a little bit to your liking. Again, check out your local grocers first, because there's no shipping. And if you're online, why don't you try a variety pack, which a lot of places that sell online these kinds of products will let you have a variety pack, so you can get a variety of flavors rather than ordering them individually. All right, folks, we'll see you next time on Libby's Low Carb Lounge. Have a great week.